reflective sigh. Then the others looked at me, to the woman lying limp in my arms. "She will survive the change," I said, even as the tremor continued to snake through her body, even as the white mist of her breath ceased, her lungs no longer requiring air. "I can feel the life force inside of her. She's stronger than any of us ever realized." "Stubborn as hell, too," Emilio said, and the rest of us let out a quick laugh. Stubborn as hell? Yes, that about summed it up. Who else could have talked us into undertaking such a risk but the fiercely beautiful, determined, impossibly stubborn witch we'd all fallen in love with? Lowering my eyes to the moon glass in Yael's hands, I asked, "What of her soul?" I was as desperate for the answer as I was afraid of it, caught up in the intensity of Gray's plan. None of us had stopped to talk through the logistics of what would come after. By the time we'd agreed to support her plan, it had been enough to know that her soul would not be instantly damned. But now, "I must take her to my home realm," Yael said plainly. "It's the only safe place for her now. My family will protect the moon glass until it comes time for her to honor the contract with Sebastian." "Your family?" Ronan's eyes turned demon black, his shoulders bunching with tension. "And what happens when the wind changes direction and Queen Shea decides it's a fine day to stab us in the nuts?" "My mother may be cold and calculating," Yael said, "but she's not cruel, nor is she a traitor to her blood. She will honor my wishes, Ronan. You have my word." "Yael, there is no room for error on this," Emilio said firmly. "No room for petty squabbles, judgments, or old vendettas. This is Gray's soul. Should it fall into the wrong hands, even in your realm—" The wolf trailed off, turning his face toward the moonlight, casting the new worry lines around his eyes into sharp relief. I couldn't blame him. I didn't know which vendettas he referred to, but I didn't need specifics. The Seelie Queen was a notoriously conniving woman. She never formed an alliance unless there was something in it for her, and like most bargains struck at an hour of desperation, her allegiance never came without cost. I suspected she was one of the reasons, if not the reason, Yael and Kalena had left their realm and made a new home in the Bay in the first place. Now Yael wanted to bring Gray's soul back there, under the protection of the woman who, if the centuries-old rumors held even a whiff of truth, had once burned an entire village of humans and their livestock on the mere suspicion that they'd been harboring a runaway Fey child. "I have given you my word." Yael's yellow eyes glowed fiercely, his brow drawn tight. "Never mind that Gray has become important to me as a leader, a warrior, as well as a friend. Her soul will be well protected. I shall give my life to that end, if it comes to it." "You've been more than loyal, Prince," Liam said. "It's not his loyalty we're worried about," Asher said. "It's that whole if it comes to it part." "It won't come to it," Yael insisted, but I wasn't convinced. None of us were, and in the uncertain silence that followed, the Fey Prince finally exploded. "Gentlemen," he began, his voice full of fire, "I have risked my sister's life and my own to bring you intelligence from the Bay. I have fought by your sides in battles I could just as well have left behind, narrowly escaping an army of hybrids intent on burning me alive, and nearly succeeding. I have risked eternal banishment from all the realms by calling upon forbidden moon magic, all in service to the woman I've come to call a close friend. I did not take such actions only to betray her at the very last." "Yael," I began, but he would not relent, his entire body tense but for his hands, in which he held the moon glass as gently as a soap bubble. "I would not take her within a galaxy of my realm if I believed for one moment my family would bring her harm." Yael's voice shook with defiance. "I understand your concern for her, but I beseech you to take an accurate accounting of my proven fidelity before accusing me or my family of future treasons."